Good morning, Warriors! Back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are going to have a great day today. This is going to be our Wednesday edition. I'm kind of taping this early in the morning because I got a full day, but I want to make sure that I get one out. I try to do one every day if I can for you guys because I know it's something that we want to keep continuing to battle with, and the battling on is what I always recommend. Continuing every day to be a great day to a great warrior and a new day for each one of us. And so I hope you guys are continuing to follow your plan, and warriors continue to be strong against temptation and conquest, mainly conquest yourself, and then all the other conquests come along with it. Amazing power you have with this retention, with celibacy. If you transmute it and you're able to kind of use it in different ways, it's amazing power. I see it over and over again. Women's attraction is amazing. I got, young ladies 30 years younger than I am, understanding, respecting, all kinds of stuff going on. And it's really not, the challenge really is yourself, to make sure you always look at it the right way and to keep focused on it the right way. But the reason why women are attracted to you, the reason you have job opportunities with this, the reason why success seems to come a little bit easier, the reason why your health is better, a lot of it is because you're keeping all those things that God gave you in order to become a person. And when we talk about, and I say person, a masculine person, a warrior, what I'm really saying is that you're keeping the energy and all the nutrients that God has given you. And remember, God is a co-creator. You have some attributes that God has given you, some gifts, and you can't use those gifts if you're going ahead and releasing all the time, and you're giving up all that energy, and you're becoming less of a warrior. Each warrior has certain benefits, certain gifts. Some are better with a sword. Some are better hand-to-hand contact. Some are better in leadership positions. All those type of things is analogies to what God gives us. And God gives us all the different gifts to focus on. This is why the topic for today is from Thriving in Solitude. I love that title, my friend, that name, Thriving in Solitude. Because in the long run, we are all in solitude, praying to God, meditating to God. And thriving is something that's important. If you can't live with yourself and by yourself, it's hard to live with other people. But if you live with yourself, you can always live with others because you're not dependent on other people to make you happy. This is what I've seen over the years, that people become so desperate that they can't find high happiness by themselves. There's some people who cannot live by themselves. Because of that, they need other people so much that they become dependent and now, in a sense, mental slaves to other people. And obviously, that's something that you do not want to be in. So warriors need to be strong. You can't be like those beta males who are just kind of desperate for attention or desperate to have a woman pay attention to them, that they're willing to do anything, give money, all kinds of stuff. You don't want to be that kind of person. You want to be an independent person who has people coming after you. And it doesn't matter what the age is, my friends, because I've seen it over and over again recently, especially many times, where women are flirting with you, and women are just, they understand who you are. They understand you're on your purpose, and that you're not thinking about them, you're thinking about your goals, and you're thinking about things to do. This is why you become a dangerous man. Thriving in Solitude talks about the focused man is a dangerous man under semen retention, and he is so right about that. So great job, Thriving in Solitude. I think that a person who is focused on their goals, on bettering themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, those things make you stand out. And now you become someone who is dangerous. You may be dangerous. You don't mean dangerous necessarily in a person that's going to hurt themselves or hurt other people, though the warrior can protect if they need to, and the warrior can go out and attack if they need to, but they don't choose to do that. They do that because of necessity. They have to protect themselves and protect others around them. But what I talk about when I'm talking about a dangerous person, I'm talking about a person who goes against the matrix, the blue, the red. The matrix we're talking about is the one that's fake, right? We're not talking about something that's real. The fake matrix out there that people have gone with for whatever reason. It could be agendas that people have out there to get you to buy products. It could be agendas to get you thinking a certain way. It could be agendas to make you dependent on drugs, on other things. All these things are things that we learn in society that we have to be very cynical and careful about accepting in ourselves, and especially when it comes to putting things in our bodies. And we're seeing this over the last couple of years now. More and more evidence is coming out talking about the fact that people shouldn't just be taking things they hear about on television, things they hear about in the media, because they're starting to prove that things have side effects, and things should not be taken without a lot of research and kind of figuring out what to take and what not to take. And I don't put anything in my body anymore that I felt is going to be bad. Now, I do have some addictions. Obviously, I have some sugar. I have to work on that sugar a little bit, work on those carbs a little bit. I'm still trying to lose a bunch of weight. I'm getting closer. But the thing is that I'm not going to put medicines and things in my body that I don't need. And the only thing I take right now is a little zinc and D3. And like I said, I've not been sick for many years. So the thing about it is that you're going to continue to look at becoming the best person you can become. And those are the types of attributes you're looking for. But when you do that, my friends, you become a dangerous person to society. You're not just like another clone walking around. My philosophy has always been over the last, figuring this out about last 20, 25 years, is that the world is set up to make you follow like a sheep. There are certain people who want that to happen. Elite people. We've had this kind of situation for many, many years. That you have the people at the top, you know, the 1-2%, and they want to kind of control the population. And so what happens is they basically go ahead and kind of set up things where you are going into a situation where you are now dependent on things that you're looking at and things that are being talked about in the world. So it comes to food. They create some sort of dependency on these type of things. You need to have the newest car, the newest phone, the newest computer, right? The newest model this, the newest model that, or else you're not keeping up with the next door neighbors. You're not keeping up with society. So now you end up getting brainwashed that all these things are the newest thing to be happy, instead of having God leading you. All of a sudden, now you have the world leading you, and you're not in control of yourself any longer. Now you're in control at the whim of what people do, because now you're more worried about what people say than what you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on yourself and your goals, and you don't give a damn about other people, then you're a free person. But there's very few of us out there. I have had to work on this for many, many years, and I'm better than I was before. I still have my moments, but I'm better. But I was kind of brainwashed for a lot of years to the point of never challenging authority and never researching things and never being that strong person that I needed to be. I've gotten better over the years, but remember, I'm 61 years old. So it took me a long time to get to that point. So one of the reasons I'm doing all this, guys, is to provide information to have you think about this now when you're in your 20s, late teens, 20s, 30s, 40s. So you don't have to kind of go through a lot of what I did to get to the point. I think God puts us in all positions. So I think there was a reason I went through all of that. But I want to kind of provide information to help you not to do the same thing. But once again, the dangerous person you are, the reason you're dangerous is because you're going against the norms. You're not following the norms of society. You're doing your own thing, right? And that's important to recognize, because you have the courage not to care what people think about you. You got the courage to stand up against things that are wrong and things that need to be adjusted. And the more courage you have, the more of a free thinker you become. Now you're just going to take people who say things at face value and just take them the gospel truth. You know where the gospel comes from. You know what the Lord's really saying. Everything else that people are saying is just man-made type of talk, man-made types of behaviors. And the thing is, you become a dangerous person because you're going against that. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means you're going to get people who like you, really like you. You're going to get people that really don't like you. And that's going to happen. That's why we always talk about the fact that you're going to have you're going to have women chasing you. You're going to have women that don't like you. You're going to have men who want to fight you. You're going to have men that like you and respect you. Those things all are going to happen with more intensity because now you put yourself on one side. You're not kind of in the middle, crossing both things to kind of please everybody. You're saying, this is who I am. This is what I believe in. And this is what I'm going to do. And no one is going to stop me from achieving my goals. You start doing that, you're going to make enemies. But as I always said, the people you make as your enemies is a true indication of yourself, warrior. And you want to make the best enemies you can. And I mean that sincerely. Because the bottom line really is people are not going to like you if you step up and stop and talk to people and say to people how you really feel. Now, of course, with the warrior mentality, you're not going to do it in a mean way. You're going to tell people how you think, but you're going to be respectful. That's the way the warrior should be. But you all should not be able to be afraid of saying it and talking up. And when you do that, you become a strong person. You get away from the matrix that we are a false world living through. And the bottom line is recognize that false world and then stand up against it. And you become someone who's very unique. And that's why you're a warrior. All right, my friends, I want you guys to have a great day today. Have a great morning. Hope you guys continue conquesting out there and becoming that strong warrior that we all should be. And again, remember, every day is a new day to a wise warrior. And again, make sure, God bless you guys, and battle on!